We continue to follow the developing story. Ohio State defensive end Chase Young, the #1 prospect on Mel's big board, is being held out of tomorrow's game against Maryland for a potential violation of NCAA rules in 2018. Young says he accepted a loan from a family friend. The defensive end is a Heisman contender. He leads the FBS this season with 13.5 sacks. For more, let's bring in College Game Day's David Pollack, who's in Tuscaloosa for the big game tomorrow with Bama and LSU. Let's start with Chase Young. We don't expect that'll be a factor against Maryland tomorrow, but what about if he misses extensive time, including a Penn State game?
David, it's huge. It's the best player in college football. And, you know, listen, we do the rankings every week, and the reason I got Ohio State #1 is because they have Chase Young, and nobody else does. I mean, he is the best player in college football. He can wreck a game plan by himself. So now, obviously, Tyreek Smith and Hamilton and Cornell and all these different guys now on that defensive line are going to have to step up and play bigger and play better. And it's going to be a shock, man, because you're going to ask guys now to be Chase Young-esque, and there isn't a guy that can do that because there's no human on the planet in college football that can. So it's a tremendous blow for Ohio State. It wouldn't matter. It's not going to matter against Maryland. It's not going to matter against Rutgers. But Penn State in a couple weeks, when you're playing a team like that, you got to have all your best guys, and he is the best guy in college football.
All right, we will absolutely continue to watch that situation. Meanwhile, where you are, Nick Saban says that Tua has a good chance to face LSU tomorrow. We assume he's going to play. Which quarterback would you rather have lining up at 3:30 Eastern, Tua or Joe Burrow?
I'd rather have Joe Burrow, and that sounds like the craziest, stupidest answer in the history of the world. And if you said that before the season, you'd probably be drug tested. But, I mean, the bottom line is Joe Burrow's been great this year, and he's been big time. He's been clutch in big time moments, and he's 100% healthy. So I know he's going on the road, and I know he's playing Bama's defense, and he's going to play in a hostile environment. But Joe Burrow has been lights out this season, and I would take Burrow under these circumstances.
He has already set the LSU single-season record for passing touchdowns with 30. He may need a few more tomorrow. We're all looking forward to it. David Pollack and Game Day in Tuscaloosa for the latest game of the century.